Hello folks and welcome back to Stardew Valley. Ooh, a little bit of extra luck. Love the idea. And sure, ladders? I don't think that really matters, does it? It doesn't really. We're doing the fishing quest, not anything related to the mines. So it doesn't really matter. All right, Linus' birthday tomorrow. Got it. Today's Tuesday. Something too bad. Hey, lucky lunch. So lots of luck today. Which I guess maybe is not so bad. We do need... All right, so if we're going to do fishing, it's going to be a pain in the tuchus, but we can totally do it. Sorry, I just totally should look at that. Then we're winter 9. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit. All right, field study, wrong kind of fish. We don't need that shit. Throw that away. Mystic syrup, which we might need later, so we'll go ahead and grab it. What the hell? That is... Oh, 101. Okay, I didn't grab it yesterday. No, I did grab it yesterday, but for some reason, I didn't mark down what the new date was. That was very silly of me. Let's go and mark that down. Winter 8 is the new day. Right, because 7 days. Yeah. I thought I did mark that down. All right, well, mark it down now. There we go. Okay, more beehives can be done. Great. Row here and there. That legend row, the only way we're going to be able to make real money on the legend row, by the way, is probably by catching multiple versions and then putting them in a pond like this. So the legend itself, I don't think counts. I think instead we'll do this duplicate legend thing, and we should be able to catch them as many times as we want. Of course, that is going to be a little difficult. That is the wrong place to go. I want to go in the shed. I just have to remember where the hell the legends are. Well, no, that's wrong. I don't actually have to remember. It's what the wiki's for. So actually, let me look that up now. Let's do legend, because I think that'll be good. Might even be the easiest one. Alright, so pretty much anywhere in the mountain lake that I would normally fish at. There are a couple of exclusion zones, but nothing we need to really worry about. I don't normally fish in those locations, so we should be fine. Okay, so what I need is proper tackle to actually be able to handle this. Hold on, let me go sell my crap here first. If I don't actually need is you, and you. I do need the maple syrup, so we're not going to get rid of that just yet. Keeps just stomping stuff. Just stomping. Okay, so. Not here. I need to go up here. Okay, so we have bobbers galore. This type we need. I don't really need bite rate. No, what I really need is a cork bobber, huh? Oh, I need slime for that? Dang, double dang. Okay, well, we can totally buy bobbers from Willy. That might actually be the way to go. Yeah, the barbed hook's really not going to help us. We need to just increase the size of the fishing bar. So probably 2 cork bobbers will probably do it. Sonar bobber is not a horrible idea, but... Oh, you know, trap bobber's not a bad idea either. Let's grab a trap bobber. Let's grab actually like 2 of those. That's right, they don't stack. I forgot about that. 2 of those. And that counts as bait, so that's really not going to help me. I already got bait. Oh, though. Challenge bait's an interesting idea. So, this is how we do multiple legends, is we use challenge bait. And theoretically, if I'm good enough at this, we should be able to catch the legend and get 2 of its brothers. I don't know how much of this we need. Let's go 100, just a, nice even number. Okay, so yeah, get rid of the bait there. Actually, the center bobber, I don't know. The trap bobber is good. I don't think we need the center bobber right now. You know what? I'm just gonna junk this. I don't need this. Not when they're like halfway gone anyway. All right, so we need to go to Willy and do some shit, basically. I'm a little bit tempted to pause the day. The legend is available. Sorry, I was looking over the wiki. Is available only a certain time of day, so it is reasonable. I should have teleported here. What was I thinking? Okay, let's go to the beach. I know, because you know it doesn't actually matter because we're gonna have to wait a little bit anyway. I don't even know if the luck's gonna help us here. I don't think so. Oh, it has to be raining. Well, shit. Yeah, it has to be raining. And in spring during the month, though. Maybe that doesn't matter with this quest active. With this quest active, it seems like all it really needs to do is we just need to be there and exist. But the legend normally is to be caught when it's raining. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work, but we can try it. Here, give me a bobber or 3. Lead bobber? Nah, we want the cork bobber. We want to increase the size of our fishing bar. And I hate to admit it, that's probably what we actually want. Okay, we don't have any other pools for me. No, I already have one of those. Yep, I already be advanced one. Okay, just a bunch of tanks, and that's about it. Okay. Wasn't really expecting anything else. All right, so it's gonna be out the mountains. So let's. We should empty out the crab pots here. I know it's gonna take up valuable inventory space, so we do kind of need these crab pots to still keep producing for a little bit. Not too much longer, just a little bit. Okay, a good chunk of this in the shed for it to be processed. We're gonna do that, that, and that. Yeah, those are wrong. We don't want either of those. There you go. Okay, so you go in there, you go in there, you go in there. Do we want to do that? Hold on. Trap bobber might be a better option just to give us. I know it won't be as large of a fishing bar. That is gonna help. That's gonna hurt, but I think that's okay. Oh, I should have gotten trout. Yeah, the meal that Willie was selling. We might as well. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. It doesn't boost our fishing bar much, but any boost is a good boost. And we could theoretically make it ourselves, but again, this is free, basically, or effectively so. So that'll be good for us. Okay, return scepter. I guess I could return scepter while I was inside the shop. I don't know. I just feel like it would freak out the people around here, but I suppose not. They're used to it, right? I don't know. It seems impolite somehow to teleport right when they're in the middle of the shit. Okay, so. Let's see. There's certain areas where legend will appear, and I have a map open on the wiki. Effectively, though, the last time we did this, it was from here. Not necessarily a bad idea. Okay, so a little bit of fishing. Not too bad. I mean, it's only a +1, but I'll take it. +1, right? Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. All right, this is with the challenge bait, so I need to not fail, basically. No pressure. Ouch. Okay, yes, challenge bait is going to make it so that, doesn't make it so we necessarily catch fish all the time, so that is an issue. I do appreciate the challenge basically showing us that we did not screw that up. It is kind of interesting to catch 3 at a time. That would probably finish Demetrius's quest like really quick, and I just have not been doing that at all. Probably should. I also felt like it was too expensive to use challenge bait, but maybe it's actually just totally fine. Yeah, the problem right now is I'm kind of anticipating a problem, but none of these guys are... Oh, okay, so that actually does count as a screw-up, apparently. So if it's not perfect, you do just mess it up. Interesting. Okay, did not realize. Does that actually... That shouldn't carry over. It does mean that as big as the fishing bar is, if it gets outside the fishing bar for too long, it does just screw up. So we'd have to get like pixel perfect there. So that's why I typically don't use challenge bait. Now it's easy for perch, but for a legend, isn't he gonna bouncing in and out of that bar like pretty much the entire time? Does seem like a risk. Oh, okay. Nope. Nope. Okay. See, this is not good. No. We're putting that back. I don't know. It seemed like it's not gonna be good for legends. We tried it, but I'm really bad at it. And I'm not even sure the legend. Well, I mean, the thing is, it's slightly snowing. I don't know if that counts necessarily as being rainy. I don't know if it matters. You know, the problem is I think I have the stats up here for Legend, and what I should probably have this up for is Legend 2, which I believe is actually what the designator is. But now that I've gotten started, I feel like I need to continue. Well, okay, no, we can pause the game anytime. Alright, after this guy, we'll go and pause the game. I'll take another look and see if the wiki has actual entry for Legend 2 or a disambiguation page. Oh, it does have a disambiguation page. Okay, hold on. Okay, I see it. I see it. Okay, it has the same price, healing effect, location, and chance of hooking as a Legend 2. But any time, any season, any weather. Okay, that's enough for me. So we're totally fine here. Location is still the same, so we're good. Feel free to keep on casting. That probably means we could catch it multiple times if it's actually here. Ooh, okay, this guy's bouncy. Did anticipate him a little bit there, but he's going to bounce again, isn't he? Oh, yep, there he goes. Okay, all right. No big deal, no big deal. There we go. That is Legend. Great. Now, real trick is, can we do it again? And does it count is the other good question, right? Because what we're supposed to do for this quest is catch the legendary fish multiple times. Like, we caught the legendary 2. Is that enough? Or do we have to catch, I guess we should see, another fucking chicken statue. Oh, yeah, they have to be, okay, they have to be different types. It isn't just catching 5. Okay, all right. All right, it just says we have to catch them. It doesn't say what we have to do with them. So maybe we're fine. Let me try doing this again. I don't know if we can... Yeah, I don't know. The challenge bait, I think, would have failed us anyway. He definitely bounced out of the green bar a lot there. So I think moving the challenge bait was the right call. But unfortunately, that means that it wasn't so easy to do the actual move there. Well, I'm glad we moved away from the challenge bait because that was a pain in the ass. I mean, actually, that was probably the easiest one, right? We got to expect that that's actually true. And this is why I'm tempted to freeze the day, because I want to meet this challenge, but I don't really know what our odds are here. So I'm going to go ahead and just... Let's just try to catch Legend 2. If I actually fail... I'm trying to think about this. If I fail this quest, it doesn't matter, right? He's going to bounce again. There he goes. Yeah, because we've already got all the cheap points we need. Now, this is just basically doing extra work for fun. Which is fine. Okay, Legend 2 can be caught again. Does he actually stack with himself? Holy shit, he does. Okay. Interesting. Now, the real question is, will he breed? Right? Because... Okay, we currently have a legend... Ah, shit, man. The animal cracker is going to be a little wasted. That's unfortunate. So, this is a different fish than legend. So, he won't actually go in the same pond as our legendary pond. Which sucks. But the legendary 2, I think, will replicate. The wiki is silent on the matter, so I don't actually know. Maybe I need to look up fish pond. Produces all the different kinds of fish. Oh, okay. Fish quests allow the player to increase the capacity of the pond up to a maximum capacity of 10 fish, but it's always 1 for legendary fish and legendary fish too. So, very likely what we're looking at here is 2 separate ponds. So I think, okay, interesting. Okay, all right, that's actually possibly good news. In that case, we're totally using this as an opportunity to catch multiple legends. I don't care about the other legendary fish. I only want this guy. And the reason for that is because Legendary Row sells for so much more than like Crimson Fish Row or Glacier Fish Row or anything, right? So, absolutely worth it to just catch a Legend and nothing else. Or Legend 2, whatever. So now we have 3 fish ponds. I definitely should go ahead and eat that trout soup again. Right, but I mean, there's no reason to kick the Legendary out. Unless we have something to replace it with. Okay, let's do that. Oh, come on, Legendary. I know you're in here somewhere. So how many do we need? How many fish ponds do we have right now? We have 4? 4, right? So 3 is technically enough. I'm going to grab a 4th one here just because I'm a little greedy. Assuming, of course, we can actually grab them, which may not be possible, depending, you know, on basing my skill level. It's all really depending on. It's basically me not screwing up. So, you know, take that with... it's not something you can take to the bank. How about that? That's probably a good way to phrase it. I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. And that counts for a lot, right? If you're not hopeful in these type of things, you could actually just screw up for good. Oh, here he is. Here he is. I don't think we're in that chest. Shooting up and down like crazy. No, I messed it up. It's alright. We still got plenty of time in the day. No worries. He's still going to be here. There's no real threat here. We just need to find out where he is. And sometimes, you know, they can be really docile for some reason. That was not it. That was a sturgeon. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes far more sense. I mean, we could do the other ones, right? Yeah, if it... The cheat coins are not a horrible idea. I do still would like some hoppers, some other stuff. So getting some more cheat coins is not bad. Though, if I'm really short on cheat coins, I could always, you know, just go down to the skull caves. But that is a dangerous proposition. This is at least, you know, less stressful. Sometimes, I guess, depending on how things go. Yeah, I suppose if you combine challenge bait with... Oh, okay, fishing tackle is worn out. That's not going to catch a legendary. That's barely going to catch anything. Yeah, that... Oh, okay, we actually did hit. Hold on. He's bouncing like a legendary. What the hell? We're going to have to ignore the treasure chest. I'm going to hate to do it, but it's going to have to happen. Okay, grab this. That's good. Okay. Did at least get the treasure chest. This is legendary. It's not. God damn it. Damn Linkod. Anything good? Jewels of the Sea, Linkod Row, bait, so not really. No. Oh, I didn't get... No, hold on. Hold on. Retrieve. I need to make sure we have Trap Bobber in there and Cork Bobber in there. Okay. High chance that we possibly can get. Just in case. This is not it. This is definitely not the legendary. So it's funny, I thought legendaries had a little hat on them when you catch them, but maybe that's not true for Legend 2s? I'm gonna have to go back and look at the footage. It's been a while. I mean, it's been, what, like 100 episodes since last we caught a legendary fish? No, that can't be right. Is it? I mean, those legendary fish were sitting in those aquariums for quite a while before I decided to put them in fish ponds. So maybe. This guy's bouncing a little bit. Another lingcod? Yeah. Or sturgeon, rather. I mean, time of day for the legendary 2 is any, so we can sit here all night. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, it means unfortunately a couple of Animal Crashers did go to waste because they're going to be put in for legendary fish we don't want the roe for. You're definitely not it. You're way too docile. So I'm a little bit worried we're going to run out of room as well. I'm hopeful not, but I guess I could teleport out and back again. We do have the return scepter, which makes that dead simple. Like, it's not that far to the mountain obelisk, so we could do that. Every potential hit here, I'm on Tinderhooks basically. We're good? Okay, that's nothing. That's nothing. At least we know this is the right location, because I haven't caught it before here. You're bouncing quite a bit. This could be it, or... No, it's Slinkcod. He's being way too docile for this. This is no way this is legendary. Not behaving the right way. I'm bouncing again. Or not have a chance. Oh, sturgeon, actually. Well, if you want caviar, sturgeon's the way to go, I guess. I don't know if necessarily, like, the purple sturgeon necessarily the way to go, because I don't know if that actually matters for the fish pond. I should probably look at that. So I'm looking at the thing here. Possible different species. It doesn't seem to have anything in there about quality of the fish affecting anything. So maybe not. If any of the games like kept track of how many fish ponds I have, I'm like, okay, why are you catching legendary 2 multiple times? I swear I have a plan, guys. Well, sort of. Come on, just one more. One more. I know we screwed up our last one, and I can appreciate that, but come on, just one more. This isn't it either. There's no way. Don't buy it. Way too docile. Could you imagine? What are you talking about, guys? With the easiest thing ever. Yeah, because you lucked out in the RNG. Nah, it's not how that works. Pretty sure he's always going to be bouncy. I thought he had a fucking hat on. I don't know what I was thinking with the hat. But I thought maybe it only counts for the actual legendary fish and not their offspring, I guess these would be. That definitely wasn't it, right? That was another lingcod. Okay, we still have room. Not a lot, but enough. Totally forgot Sebastian came out during the night just to stare at the lake. Although, admittedly, if I lived near a lake, especially a mountain lake, I would totally go out and stare at it a bunch, especially at night. I mean, there's something about that. I've done it. Have I done it? Hold on. That might have been a dream I had. Maybe I didn't actually do that. That's possible. Shit, man, I have this really, like, vivid memory of staring out to a lake at night. I could have sworn it happened, but I'm not actually sure it did. I have gone on vacation in a lake area, in a very wooded area. Stayed out in a, I don't know, not exactly wilderness. I mean, the United States has a lot of wilderness in there. I suppose it's technically wilderness. Far enough from the city, you can see the stars clearly. How about that? That's probably close enough to wilderness to make no difference. And I'm pretty sure that had a lake nearby, but now I don't actually know if that was a lake or just... I guess a river would be still pretty wide, depending on the river. I remember going to the Mississippi, and, like, you can make out the distant shore at night, but it's, you know, sometimes a little difficult depending on how far away the shore is. But the Mississippi is freaking huge. Like, you understand it's a river, but on the other hand, like, it looks enormous. And I'm pretty sure there are parts where if you were level with it, you would not be able to see the other shore. Though, again, this is me looking at it at night, so it could be just that, you know, I'd have my night vision to be able to see the distant shore. That's possible, too. But it made it seem like I was basically looking out on the ocean like a couple thousand miles a little too early. Well, I don't think Legend 2 is going to come out and play anymore. At least none of his children are, or siblings. I guess this would be siblings, wouldn't it? But I suppose we can just keep on trying until we're ready to go. And that doesn't have to be until, like, almost 2 o'clock. Our return scepter will allow us to do this for as long as we like. Of course, the energy is a problem. I suppose I should be eating another one of the trout soups. That will help. Yeah, I noticed my bar is definitely smaller than it probably should be. Okay, fishing tackle's worn out. Oh, well, that's a problem. I didn't think to buy a third one of each one of these. Okay, we're gonna go and try it anyway, because what the hell? Don't know if it actually matters, though. The thing is, if we catch another one, we don't actually have the fish pond for it. Either we make sturgeon in that fish pond, which the caviar actually sells it for a decent price. Not great, but not horrible. Or, if we do manage to catch the Legend 2, and we're out of fish ponds, then we just make another fish pond, right? So this guy's just going to be... Oh, hello. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I did... Nope, not. That might have actually been him. That might have totally been him. Unfortunately, with my tackle worn out, it made it impossible to tell. Not a big enough fish bar, and without the trap bobber, the bar still went down, even if I didn't have him in sight. Requires a little bit more perfection than I was actually ready to go for. I might need to just wait until tomorrow. Since this is basically going to be the last day anyway. Oh, hey, Midnight Carp. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Actually, putting the Midnight Carp in the aquarium is not a bad idea. Though that does take up valuable of my inventory space, unfortunately. Ooh, okay. He tried to sneak past me there. It's fine, though. Benefit to a large bar. That it's harder to sneak past me, though still possible, as you can see. Yeah, those jukes, man. Those jukes are crazy. Alright, without tackle, this is actually probably an exercise in frustration. I don't know if this is possible. I'd like to believe. But those 2 shots right there might have been my last 2 shots. Yeah. Challenge bait might have been the way to go there. Oh, no. I was, I keep thinking that, but no, that's not the way this works. So the thing is, I thought success was based off of whether or not you caught the fish, not whether or not it stays in your bar. 2 totally different things. But it has to stay in your bar, or else the meter just goes down. If the bait runs out, you're fucked, basically. Which I suppose it wouldn't be a challenge if that wasn't true, right? So that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I thought it was just a matter of catching the fish, and if you didn't catch the fish, then your chance went down. I don't know how I thought that worked. It makes no real sense now I think about it. This is a link cod. This is not the legendary. There you go. Yeah, you can tell sometimes just by the way they move. Alright, yeah, but without the bobbers, I don't know if I can do this. We'll give it one more try. Assuming, of course, the divot shows up. The river gel is not a bad idea. I think it gives us a little bit more of a bonus. Maybe? No, it's just the energy. I mean, that's still good, but it's not what we wanted. So go and eat the other trout soup, because we definitely need the +1. Unfortunately, we just can't keep on stacking +1s. That's not the way that works. The luck does actually help us here, though. Like, the luck on which fish we get. And the game knows legendary is something we want here. The thing is how it's giving us the quest and everything, so it should know. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, luck more or less increases the drops. So we get fish more often. Now, whether or not they're actually the fish we're after, that's another thing entirely. It's the same with luck in the mines, right? Like, yes, it'll increase the number of drops. It means you have a higher chance of getting what you want because the number of drops is increased. But doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be what you're looking for. You know, increase the number of drops in the mines is good, that increases the chance to get a prismatic shard, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get one. It just means you're going to get a lot of stuff. That's what we're getting here. We're getting a lot of fish, but not necessarily legendary fish. We've had, what, 5 attempts so far? And we got 3 of them, so that's actually been pretty good. Though it could be the legend just asleep now. Could be just asleep. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It's not it either. Now, really what we need is like the green bar filling up like at least half the bar so the guy can't see it. That's what we did for the... Oh, shoot. One of the fish we get like on the waterfall. Which one that was. We had such a pain in the ass catching him. Wasn't that the glacier fish, actually? Yeah, that sounds familiar. That was totally the glacier fish. The only way we could catch the glacier fish, because it was a pain in the ass, is we filled up our fishing pluses to the point where he just couldn't escape because we were taking up half the bar. Here, though, that's not going to happen. All right, one more try. It's a lot of midnight carp, which is good, but not what I want. Ah, this isn't what I want either. This is totally link cod. Or even sturgeon. Actually, it might be sturgeon. Oh, all right, bullhead, whatever. Okay, so now what I want. Get out of here. Okay, so don't do this here, right? Okay, we have one there. We want to keep our legend that we currently have. So that one stays 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so we didn't actually have a 4th. We do up here. 4 up here. Oh shit, I'm about to pass out. Yep, there we go. I mean, at least I'm on my own farm, but I'm not even inside the farmhouse. That was stupid. Well, now I'm kind of tempted to reset the day. Shit. Kind of depends on what we lose. I could totally F4 out of the game right now. And we lose nothing. But that might mean I have to... Well, I'm definitely going to have to recatch everything all over again. Now, that could be okay, right? Because... Yeah, alright. Shoot, I usually don't reset the day. You just accept whatever comes, and that's fine. But then, okay, so the benefit to resetting the day here is that I don't waste any of my resources on the challenge bait, because it turns out I'm really bad at it. It makes sense because we might get another shot at the Legend 2, and it gives us another couple of shots at making sure this happens, right? Because we want to catch 4 Legends. 4? And the trouble is I don't know how many I have on in my inventory right now. I think I have 3. But I may have miscounted. So I may have the 4 I want. But the trouble is, being passed out on my farm, I could very well lose them, right? Is the chance of losing the 4, which doesn't even matter, does it? Because we have another day to catch the legendaries. So I could go out and catch another legendary 2 on this next day on day 3. Shit. All right. Well, I need to think about this. I'm going to stop the recording right now, and I'll be right back from your perspective. For me, it's going to take me about an hour because I got to go do something, but I'll be right back. All right. I decided not to reset the day. The thing is, we don't really care. Right? Is the thing. Like, we kind of care, but really what we want to do is just make sure that we exist. We're fine. So we didn't actually lose anything either. Okay, it's Linus's birthday today, which is great. We have some more things to throw in here. Okay, can I throw in another carp here? The midnight carp? Oh, don't eat them. Okay, I can totally throw in a guy here, though, I think. Oh no, it needs to be a bigger container. Okay, not that way, but damn it. There we go. Okay, throw in you two guys. When I right click here, I can grab you. And then maybe throw you in. Yeah, okay. How about this fourth guy? Okay, there we go. That was it. Okay, you know, that's pretty good. 3 million acre up in a castle, that's pretty good. You go ahead and party in here. Any of the other guys I want to keep? Okay, I do only have 3 legendaries. That's what I thought. Okay. You know what? In here, I'm going to go ahead and throw in a sturgeon or two. I don't know if I necessarily want to keep those guys around, but it's nice having the option. If we want to be able to make a fish pond with caviar later, that's at least a good starting point. Yeah, that should be fine. And then I can go ahead and sell the rest of these. All right, we need a letter here saying I was late. Yep. Okay, Linus found us. Thanks, Linus. Help somebody else. Okay, a largemouth bass for my trouble. Okay, so dump this stuff. I don't need that. Don't need that. Definitely don't need the link cod. Yeah, nothing but the legend here. Don't need the challenge bait. We know that already. I really don't need the second iridium bar. I'm fine. I say second one like it's the one I have here, but we're good. The link cod row can be used. We're definitely going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to throw these legends into here. So we're going to trade out. Oh, I should probably... Shoot. Yeah, empty the pond. So it's no longer a glacier fish pond. Now this is a legend pond. Okay, yeah, it's full up. Okay, that's not surprising. Okay, so now it's a legend pond. I want to do the same thing over here. The crimson fish pond. Yeah, we get rid of... Actually, hold on. Isn't the crimson fish like the one other good one in here? See, the mutant carp was garbage, so we'll get rid of that. Oh, don't die. There we go. Okay, you go ahead and throw in there. Good. Oh, cool. Need those. Thanks. Okay, then over here was the angler, which I don't need either. So go ahead and grab you. Where'd you go? Where did you go? He's bouncing around somewhere. Is he up top? He's totally up top, isn't he? Oh no, there he is. He's right. He's in my inventory. Okay, we're fine. Okay, I really didn't want to lose him there just in case. Okay, so now we got three. No, we got 4 legend ponds now. We just need 1 more, which we can totally do. We also need to be able to put my fish away. That's going to happen too. We'll figure that out. Hold on. Let's do this. I'm going to put this away. Do I really need anything else? The trap bobber's not a horrible idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Shoot, do I do more than 1? Or more than 2 is really what I mean. Maybe? I don't know. Arguable, right? Arguable. Like, the other 2 did work legendary. We just couldn't catch as many as we wanted, but that's not quite the same thing as saying we fail. Like, that's still good. Let's take a look at this down here. Okay, so all we really need to do is trade out the crimson fish. So we really just need 1 more. Okay, that's doable. Let me go turn this stuff in. Willy is available now, which is great. Yeah, just don't sell the legendary fish. I mean, we could. Could very well do it. I just don't think it'd be good for me. I'd like to keep these guys around for a little bit. We will totally need another aquarium. We could actually buy that from Chi. Wouldn't be a horrible idea. He has that super extra large aquarium, right? We just need to configure the aquariums a little bit differently, but we can totally do that. Let's go to the beach. Doubt the crab pots really have anything. We'll go ahead and check just in case. Actually, totally forgot what it is we're looking for. I grabbed a crab pot. God damn it. Let's do that. Okay, Willie. I just need a couple of bobbers. All I really want. Tuna bobber is an interesting idea, but no. Okay, that's all in. Oh, hold on. Well, do we want this one or do we want the one from Chi? Because we could totally buy. We have the deluxe fish tank. I really wish it told me this, but this holds 3. And we'll have 3 legends, right? We'll have the anglerfish, the glacier fish, and the crimson fish. So we don't really need another size. Okay, we'll grab that one. I guess the only reason I have the Chi one is because I don't have it yet. And so it'd be kind of nice to have. We can look later. We don't need to decide that right now. I mean, I bought it, so we can totally replace one of our other ones, but that's okay. Oh, I didn't buy the... God damn it, I keep messing that up. Hold on. No, I'm already here. I'm already here. I wanted to return. I was hoping it would do, and I know it doesn't work this way, but I was hoping it would do, is return me back to the beach so I could buy the trout again. The trout soup. Oh, people are heading out to the... Yep, just gotta beat them all there. I'm glad I walk fast. Got some customers coming, buddy. Okay, that should be sufficient. And I timed that just right to be able to get out of their way, which is great. And go enjoy the nice fun in the sun there, guys. Have fun with that. I was gonna walk home for some reason. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Alright. Fortunately, I caught myself before I did that. Okay, so mountains. Alright, legend, you can't get away from me more than 2 or 3 times at least. Probably should turn the other stuff too so we have more room, but that's okay. It's fine. We don't need much more room. We just need to be able to catch a legend. That's all. Legend 2, really, one of his brothers? A little unclear on the actual hierarchy here. I suppose it makes sense that there would be a hierarchy, right? Like, okay, well, you caught the guy who was the best, so now we have to catch the second best. Whose skills hopefully have actually, improved. Okay, that was a good juke there. That actually surprised me a little bit. But that wasn't actually the guy. Suppose we can try... Oh, good. Okay, so we did get an animal cracker. That's good news. I'm gonna try this. I don't think this is actually legendary territory, but I'm not actually sure. And now I'm kind of sad I don't wear my copper... I was gonna say washer. It's not right. The pan. The copper pan. I say copper, but it's actually iridium, isn't it? We've totally improved that over the time, so it is... Yeah, it's now iridium. There's no... I don't know, we hardly ever near the water like this. And actually, I don't think panning for fish is something you can actually do. At least not in the game. It might actually be something you can do in real life. Can you pan for fish? Seems like that might come up. Okay, this is totally just eating my bait for no good reason. There we go. Give him another link cod. Because he seems a little janky, but not enough to actually be legendary. Not unless the standards have really gone down. Oh, I didn't eat the trout soup. Silly me. Okay, yeah, I'll do that in a minute. So I catch this guy. Yeah, there we go. Totally link cod. Okay, eat this. Just get a little bit of a boost. Which should be enough, hopefully. Oh, that did not land inside of it. Hold on. I know that just wasted bait. That didn't either? Okay, it needs to be maxed out then. What do I know? Alright, well, that's fine. Any luck? Another animal cracker out of there. Nope, just an ore. Okay, so it has to be down this way. This is the only way we're actually going to catch the legendary is be pointed down this way. I don't think he's actually going to show up over there. It has to be in, like, this area down here. So, of course, I actually don't screw this up. This is going to be a little tricky. We got the chest, but it only matters if we actually catch the fish. This is not the legend. Okay, what do we got? Nautilus fossil? Really? Come on. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wasting my bait, that's what you're doing. Suppose we do have lots more bait in the actual shed, though. Well, shoot, we don't catch a legend today. Do we reset? Because this is the last day of the quest, so this is the last day you can show up. Until, of course, we get the quest again, I suppose. But still, not something I want to necessarily waste here. Though fishing does seem to be our best way to get animal crackers. This is still probably a good idea for our day. Okay, come on. We got this. Man, how cold must this water be? Little icicles poking out, or not icicles, icebergs, I guess, poking up everywhere. Like, that would mean at some point the water was still enough to freeze in that area. And in a lot of the areas, too. So, like, there's little areas with just extra cold water. By some miracle, the surface just doesn't freeze over entirely. So that probably means that, isn't there, this thing's whole fed by a waterfall, right? So that probably means there's a higher elevation. Well, maybe not here. Like, nothing we can actually get to. But there's a higher elevation somewhere in the game that totally has the water freeze. At least during the winter. Maybe not year-round. There are places that will freeze year-round. It'd be interesting if you could always get to, like, biomes for specific temperatures. Like, if you could always, like, we always have a way to get to Ginger Island, which is always basically summer. So we could travel to a new area that was always winter. It's kind of a cool idea. Right, River Joe's just gonna give us energy, which is fine, but not what I want right now. Not until the trout soup actually wears off. Largemouth bass looks so much, well, at least a little bit like Legend, that I actually fooled myself into thinking that was actually Legend for a little bit. It wasn't, by the way. Where am I going to put this other freaking aquarium? It's a very good question. I really expected to catch the Legend by now. But I suppose it didn't actually happen until late in the day, right? Pretty sure. Well, I mean, the thing is, according to the wiki, Legend 2 can happen at any time, any season, any reason. It is not confined the same way its brother is. Oh, we are full up. Give up the Nautilus fossil and give up the, we'll put the, I guess put the deluxe bait in there right now because that doesn't matter. Get rid of, okay, I can take that. We don't actually need to get rid of anything else right now. We have enough room for the Legend. That's what's important. As long as that's, you know, the very nice thing we catch. Which it isn't. That guy's way too, can I say stodgy? That's totally not the right appellation there. Okay, perch is not going to do it. Oh, okay, though he did stack. Okay, so we're fine. I mean, I could give out the glasses and stuff. We don't actually need that, right? The glasses turn into quartz. We are not short on quartz at all. Got plenty of refined quartz in the bin. I guess in the bin usually means in the trash can, doesn't it? I mean, we probably also have that, but not actually what I meant. In our storage container, I suppose. Okay, he's trying to be sneaky. Though it doesn't feel like a legendary juke. This feels like maybe a Linkod juke. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Oh, fishing tackle wore out. Hold up. Does that freeze up room? Appreciate that. Does help my trap rubber go? There it is. Okay. And I feel a little dangerous having the legendary fish on me like this. I feel like that's actually could be bad for me. Okay, this guy's juking a little bit. This could be the Legend. Yeah, if only I had something like the center bobber, but didn't take up room like the center bobber. Like, we had, like, a fishing pole that acted like the sonar bobber, or acted like one of the bobbers at all times. That'd be great. There we go. That's our next legend. That's all we needed. Okay, cool. We're out. Do not need anything else here. Let's get out of here. Don't actually need to walk. Let's just return scepter. Sell all the other stuff. So we don't need any of this. You're just trying to be careful. Don't sell the legend. That's all I'm looking for here. Okay, we can go ahead and process those. Dump what we can here. Okay, let's see if I have the actual room to be able to do this. So let's process those. Process that as well. Love they just instantly fired up. That was great. Okay, so the crimson fish over here. No, that's not crimson fish. Sorry, crimson fish is down here. Can be traded out. Eventually bounce back to me. Thank you. And then the legendary 2 gets right in there. And I'm totally going to feed you one of those. All right, so now we got all legendaries. All legendaries in here, which is great. Let's go take a look at the... So we know we failed the quest. That's fine. Didn't really expect to succeed. We mostly just did this for the legendary thing anyway. Let me go ahead and go to Ginger Island and see if maybe... We should have enough, I think. Okay, wait, I definitely see that we have ancient fruit here, and that's great. We'll definitely pick that tomorrow. We're not going to worry about it right now. Oh, we have all the honey here, too. Okay, but this is just going to be wild honey? Right. This is the standby as the... The other stuff is not actually ready to go here. That makes sense. Oh, this is going to be such a pain in the ass. This is what the automation is supposed to be doing. So if we could actually have more than one chest, I would totally set one up and connect all of these together. Then it wouldn't actually matter. But then, of course, I'd still need to walk over there. How I would do that? Oh, I would string it over here, right? Well, even then, it'd block out. Yeah, I don't know how I'd do that. All right, we're not going to worry about it. Anyway. I suppose I should harvest the ancient fruit just to get it out of the way. All right, let me do the shop first. Oh, another hopper wouldn't be bad. Okay, we have 76 to work with here, so we can totally work with this. Okay, we have the aquatic sanctuary. I'm gonna take that. Okay. Right, fireworks. Okay, don't care about that. So, I would like a... I mean, the deconstructor is interesting. I'm kind of curious. But I think right now we're just going to go and take the hopper. We don't have the... No, I have the recipe to make hoppers. Oh, but it requires radioactive ore, which we don't have. Wait, do I actually need another hopper? Yeah, hold on. Didn't I actually buy one of these already? We might not actually need this. Hold on. Let me look inside the Ginger Island farmhouse. Because now I'm thinking I already did this. And for some reason, I've still got it on my list of things to do. The trouble is I only play, like, 4 hours a week. So basically, anytime you see an episode go up, that usually represents, like, 1/4 of my day. I totally have the hopper right here. Okay, well, that's good news. We can totally ship that stuff. Let me go ahead and harvest all this. All right, because there's no point in waiting until they're all on the same schedule. That's not going to happen for a little while. Not until they're all sprouted. So at the very least, this harvest right here is going to be a good windfall that we absolutely need. But I'm going to put it in the Ginger Island farm here, so it's never going to leave here. I'm just going to go into the hopper. And I haven't totally decided, but I'm kind of tempted to reorganize the shed. So I think once the shed runs out of stuff, which shouldn't be too terribly long, we will move the chest over to this farm. And then set up all the kegs and stuff in here. And just let it go. We're just going to fill up every bit of available space in here. It'll be great. We're just not there yet. Okay, we totally have a hopper here, so we're ready to go there. Okay. I'm tempted to do the mead here, but that won't actually sell more than wild honey, so I think we'll just take it. Okay, good. I don't actually need that anymore. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we just have to decide, do we want the aquatic sanctuary, or do we want the currently existing aquarium? All right, so we have these guys here, which we are going to move somewhere. It's a very good question. Where? Here, just double stack for right now. I know it's not the best idea, but it's what I'm going to do right now. Oh, that didn't actually... Oh, it just kept in my inventory? Does it actually keep them? Oh, yeah, it kept them populated and everything. Okay, that's cool. When you guys are around. I totally forgot to put the forge here, too. Okay, so that's the aquatic sanctuary. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, then I move you down here. And I do kind of want the legends to be in front and center here. And there they are. All right, can I put anything else in here? Cannot put a mystery box in there. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I'd love the clay from one of these, but I don't know if it's gonna work either. Okay, here, let me do down here. There's fine. And actually, that's what our secondary can be. Put a secondary row behind this one. Yeah, except you can't see what's inside of it then. All right, move it up a step. There we go. Now we can see it. Okay, the forge. I don't know what I can actually... The forge takes something, right? Takes some kind of currency. So that's probably fine the way it is. I would love... I don't know, it feels like they need a castle or something. We totally have clay, right? Yeah, the aquatic sanctuary looks pretty good. It looks a little bit like the jungle one, but only a little bit. So that means we think we just... Oh no, this is the aquatic sanctuary. Hold up. Hold the phone. Did I mess that up? So is this the one we bought from Willie? Hold on, now I'm confused. Hold on. No. Grab you. That's not what I want to do there. There we go. Okay. So I want this one. Oh shit, that's huge. Okay, hold on. Move you out of the way. Up here. There you go. Okay, so this is the one we bought from Chi, and it is kind of enormous. I don't know. It's a different style for sure. Okay, we can work with that. Okay, what am I going to do with this thing, though? Well... Just delete it, I guess. What's in here? Crab. Alright, you know what? Crab, come with me. You drop it in there. And Midnight Carp, I don't actually need, so I think we're going to go ahead and just take your future home, or your previous home, rather. And now we're going to go ahead and get the clay. See if we can actually get a castle in there. But I think these two right here we don't need. So let's dump these. So we know we can't sell them. Sell them in Midnight Carp, so I don't need that. Let me go get the clay. Assuming, of course, I can even do this, which is not guaranteed. I don't have very much clay. Where's a good place to get clay? We can get clay in Ginger Island. Might be worth going back to. At least the archaeologist spot is pretty good for that. Yeah, there we go. All right, great. We got 3 legendaries up in front. Got, I think, our prettiest fish right here, too, which is great. No offense, guys. I mean, you guys are pretty, too, but pretty in a different way, you know? Actually, this one I feel like we don't need. Or I've already got the discus down there. What are we doing with this? We don't need this. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, I think we just trash it as is. Oh, I can't because it's got a discus in it. Hold on. Right, I got something in it, so you can't just trash it. I suppose that's fair. That's actually a good security measure to make sure you don't, you know, trash a legendary fish, which is totally be something we could do if, you know, there was protection against it. So that's good. That's good. I appreciate, I approve of that. That's totally good. Not that anyone needs my approval necessarily, but, you know, it's nice to know it's there. All right, guys, we did it. We actually replaced everything with legendary fish. That's going to help. Not as many as I think some people have, but we filled up all of our fish ponds. Oh, I didn't give a gift to Linus. Well, it's too late now. He's definitely asleep. All right, so it goes. So it goes. Okay, but because we did get the starfruit. Yeah, starfruit wine sold for quite a bit there. That's great. Yeah, hot pepper wine is kind of garbage, but I kind of expected that. Wild honey, you know, we would, oh, you know, maybe actually turn that to mead actually might have been better. Hold on, let me actually look at that. So if I look on the wiki for mead. Yeah, base price for mead is 300. Depending on the quality, of course. But still 300 would actually be better than wild honey there. So yes, absolutely better. Not better than fairy rose honey, which is different. Just looking up. Oops, I need to actually spell honey correctly. Fully grown flowers, planted in your beer house, yada, yada, yada. So fairy rose honey has a honey sell price of 680. So yes, wild honey is absolutely better turned into mead, but fairy rose honey is better just raw. Which makes sense. It's what we're trying to do anyway. So yeah, double the price of mead for sure is going to be worth it. But yeah, okay, so I screwed up on the honey. I should have absolutely turned into mead. I should have listened to my instincts. Ah well, so it goes. Well, for right now, thanks for watching. This has been Stardew Valley. I'm Peace Universe here, Peace Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.